that sound of the engines roaring, that's something you can't get anywhere else but at Monster Jam. Hello and welcome back everyone to another exciting episode of ToucanPlays. Guys, last weekend I had the pleasure of attending the Monster Jam event in Arlington, Texas. It was so much fun. I cannot wait to share everything with you. But first, we need to rewind a couple days to Thursday, where we had the opportunity to see the Spider-Man truck. Now, we were promised that we were going to see Camden Murphy and meet him there. He is the driver of Spider-Man. But instead, we got to meet Brandon Arthur. Now, Brandon is a cool guy. Unfortunately, I really knew nothing about Brandon until I met him at the meet and greet. This meet and greet happened to be like 5 minutes away from my house. Guys, let me tell you, it is worth the drive. If you have one of these meet and greets anywhere near you, you need to go to one the next time Monster Jam is in your town. Now, there was a steady stream of people coming in to see the truck and meet the driver, but they were all little kids and they were just kind of coming in for a quick photo op and then they were leaving. So we had the opportunity to stay and talk with the driver and talk with the head mechanic. This guy, and I forgot his name. I was not prepared, guys. I was kind of a little starstruck. This is my first opportunity going to a Monster Jam event of any kind. So I was just kind of taking it all in, and I wasn't thinking to record as he was describing all the parts of the truck, from the headers to the sway bars to the drive shaft to the engine block to the four links to the shock system. Man, he really gave us a full tour rundown of the truck. We were able to touch things. He gave us every opportunity. It was really, really awesome. It was really worth it. Fast forward to Saturday, where we went to AT&T Stadium. Man, I cannot believe the size of this building. It is ginormous. The first truck that we saw when we walked in was Kraken, Tomfoolery Motorsports, and Nick Pagliarulo. I cannot say his name. It was really cool to see him, get a picture taken with him. After we saw Kraken, we immediately headed over to Avenger, which was taking center stage where it should be. And we got to see Avenger. I got to put my hand on Avenger, my favorite truck. I got to meet Jim Kohler, my hero, the best driver in the league. And I got to get my picture taken. I got to have my hat signed by Jim Kohler, Mr. Excitement. That was so cool. I cannot tell you how awesome that of a feeling that was. Got my picture taken out in front of Avenger. That was super duper cool. Then we went over to his son, Chris Kohler, who was driving Buddhist, aka Brutus, that night. And while we were waiting in line for Brutus, I actually ran into Wayne from Avengers Racing and the Do It Boys podcast. He actually gave me a couple of stickers for the Do It Boys podcast, and it made me think, man, doggone it, I didn't bring any stickers, so next time I'm gonna bring some ToucanPlays stickers to give out to Wayne and return the favor. You better believe it. Now, the line in front of Gravedigger was really, really long, but they also had the split paint job Fire and Ice Gravedigger that had no line and just a bunch of people standing around kind of taking pictures, so we went over there and got pictures of the Fire and Ice. Then we went down into the pit party downstairs in the arena. Super duper cool. Now, the line for Sparkle Smash, it was even longer than the line for Gravedigger. I could not believe it. Now, these pictures don't do it justice, but the line actually wrapped all the way around back to where you see Thor. I really wanted to get Caleb Blood to sign some of my stuff, but hey, you know what? The line was just too darn long. Now, because this was the third and final show for all of the Marvel trucks, we did go over to the Marvel section. We got to meet Jamie Sullivan, driver of Thor. That was super duper cool. We got a lot of really cool pictures of Thor standing in front of it, holding up Mjolnir, not quite. But yeah, Thor was super cool. Then we moved on to Spider-Man, and we got to see Camden Murphy signing autographs. Now, the line for Camden was really long, so we did not wait in that line. We were already running out of time. Then we went over to Iron Man, and we saw our buddy Brandon Arthur. We didn't actually wait in that line either, but while we were getting pictures in front of Iron Man, he actually turned and saw my boys and recognized them and said, "Hey, I know you guys." Then we went over to Black Panther. We saw Bari Musauer, and now Bari's line was even longer than Camden Murphy's line, so we didn't wait, but we did get some cool pictures of Black Panther. I really think Black Panther is my favorite of the Marvel trucks. It just looks really sharp. Anyway, then we headed over to Team Throttle Monster and saw Vendetta. And I've grown some appreciation for Vendetta since Showdown came out. I really like this truck. I wish there were some more liveries in Showdown, but we got to meet Mike Christensen, driver of Vendetta. And I tell you what, he seemed really intense when we saw him and he had him sign some of our stuff. I think he was ready to kick butt. He ended up winning overall that night. So I'm actually glad that that he was super focused and ready to go. Then we headed over to Jurassic Attack. Now, Dalton Weiner's line was also really long for Jurassic Attack, so we didn't get a chance to see Dalton. You can see actually in this clip, people are already heading out of the pit. The pit was getting ready to close. I think we had less than 20 minutes left, and I still had a few more trucks that I wanted to hit, like Excalibur. So we got to go over to Excalibur, get a few nice looking shots of Excalibur. That's one of my favorite classic trucks. It's looking a little beat up right now. It's had a few rollovers, but they're keeping that body looking as good as they can for right now. And then, of course, we had to get a shot in front of the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. And then we saw this guy. There were some people taking pictures with him. At first I thought he was Mace TV, but I'm not quite sure who he is. If you guys have a clue, let me know who you think this man is. I know he's related to Monster Jam somehow. I know I've seen him before somewhere, but I don't know exactly who he is. Let me know who you think he is. Then it was time to head up and head out to our seats, and oh my gosh, there were so many people just standing there on the concourse. There were a lot of people that were buying concessions, and that's fine, but holy cow, there's so many different concession stands all around the field. Everybody was congregated at this one concession stand, and it was driving me nuts because we were stuck there and we couldn't move. As we were working our way around the arena to get to our seat, we heard the engine start to pick up and roar, and we had to go check it out. Sure enough, they were unloading all of the trucks off the field and bringing them back to the garage inside, getting ready for the competition. And this video I did not take. This is courtesy of Avengers Racing. He was outside. I wish I had gone outside and avoided that big old crowd. Got to see the truck procession outside for the few trucks that were out there as they made their way inside to get ready for the event, the main event. As we were walking around, we got to see the media booth. We got to see the announcers in their natural habitat. That was kind of fun. And of course, we had to stop and get our own concessions, these overpriced Megalodon and Gravedigger cups. They were, we had to get something, guys, and the boys really were excited about getting these cups, even though they were like $30 and $40. It was ridiculous how expensive they were. This is the view from our seats. We finally got it to our seat. We got to look around, see where we're at. We were up kind of high. I bought the cheap seats. That's all I could afford for right now. So because the view from our seats wasn't that great, I'm really not going to include a whole lot of footage from the event. There's much better footage out there, including from Avengers Racing and Monster Jam itself. Avengers Racing, man, Wayne got really good seats. He was right there on the front. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for doing more of these events. I see that they're coming back in March. I cannot wait. A few other notes though, guys. If you've never been to a Monster Jam event, you need to go. It's definitely worth it. There were so many people and it made me a little bit nervous at first, but there are also a lot of staff members that are posted around. But honestly, more than just having security there, looking around at the crowd and looking at people's faces and realizing that all of these guys are here. It didn't matter race, ethnicity, gender, none of those things mattered. We were all there for one purpose, and that was to celebrate Monster Jam. And looking around, I felt like I was with my people, and that made me feel comfortable and safe, and it made me feel comfortable to be there with my boys and to just have a good time celebrating Monster Jam. And it was awesome, guys. It was really an awesome experience. I cannot wait to go again. Let me tell you, probably the most surreal experience of being at Monster Jam was being recognized by fans. Like, that was the craziest thing. I never in my life thought that people would actually want to get their picture taken with me. But yeah, I met Caleb and Oliver and a dozen other kids who kind of gave me this screwy-eyed look like, do I know you? Yes, you do. You know who I am. And of course, meeting Wayne from Avengers Racing, I don't know why I didn't think to record a quick video with him. That would have been the coolest opportunity. He actually recorded a video with me, but I didn't think to do it with him. I'm just not used to this kind of stuff, guys. I don't know how to handle it. I was shell-shocked. I was just new to this. I was excited to be there, and I just didn't stop to think, oh, maybe I should record this and put it on the channel and celebrate with all these other people that were celebrating with me. So yeah, next time I definitely will be more prepared and ready to engage and meet with you guys, the fans, because honestly, all of this, none of this would be possible if it weren't for you, the fans. I sure do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thanks for watching. What an incredible day at Monster Jam. Listening to these trucks roar, even way up in the nosebleeds, you can feel it in your seat. You can feel it in your bones, just rattling your bones. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite run of the night was. And until next time, this is Toucan signing off. Keep it loud, keep it wild, and I'll see you on the flip side. Later, everybody. Bye.